Hello everyone. So welcome back. In the previous video, we have discussed about the Azure components, right? So under that first, we'll discuss the first component, that is pipeline and activities. Okay, so we'll understand what is pipeline and activities in this video. Okay, so now let's get just log into my data factory, that is iNero instance, which I have just created right in the previous video. Okay, so now let's go to the author section, right? So I told you, like, author section is where the most of the developers spend their time, because it's used for the development, right? So this entire tab. Okay, so under this we have something called pipelines. Okay, so basically pipeline is defined as a logical group of activities, okay, to perform a piece of work. Okay, it could be any task. Okay, so data factory can comprise of this multiple pipelines. Okay, so with each pipeline having a multiple activities inside them. Okay, so and the activities inside the pipelines can be structured, okay, to run the sequential or in parallel depending on your needs. Okay, the pipeline allow users to easily manage and schedule the multiple activities together. Okay, so if I just try to expand here right now, you can see, like, I don't have any pipeline which is running. I can go and create a new pipeline. Okay, so you can see this is a pipeline one. Okay, so if I want to add one more pipeline, I can just go new pipeline. This is the new pipeline two. Okay, in the pipeline one, again, I can just create go and create for example, if I just go and create here, like, if you want to rename this, or if you want to monitor this pipeline directly, I can just monitor. If I want to clone this same pipeline, I can just clone it, right? So if you want to delete it, you can just directly delete here. Okay, so even you can just download all the supported files here. If you want to move this pipeline, okay, you can just do. These are the different options which we have available under this, right? So same thing. Okay, so all the options will be available under the same pipeline. Okay, so if I just go to the here pipeline one, okay, so under this pipeline, let's delete this pipeline two. Okay, I'll just delete this. Okay, so I have just only one pipeline here. Okay, so under this pipeline, um yeah, this is another way. Okay, yeah. Okay, so under this pipeline, you can see, we, as I told you, so we have a set of logical group of activities to perform certain task here, right? So majorly the task is designed in such a way that one certain task would be for the movement of the data, like if you want to move the data, and the set of tasks is for the transformation. Okay, so here you can see, like, we have a move and transform. We have Azure Data Explorer, Azure Functions activities, batch service activities, Databricks related to then data lake analytics, general HD insights, iteration and conditionals, okay, machine learning and Power Query. Okay, so in the move and transfer, you can see, like, I have an activity to copy the data, and we have a data flow. Okay, so we just copy the data here. Okay, so with respect to this, okay, so you have all the settings, like the general settings, the name of this copy data activity, and I can just give the description. Okay, so we'll understand in upcoming demos. Okay, so we have all the details, like source, sync. So we know sync is a destination, right? So mapping, settings. Okay, so for related to this activity, okay, for example, if I just take any other activity here, like notebook. Okay, and since here, for respect to notebook, I have other settings here. Okay, so here, like, let's try to close this. Yeah, so for example, so the, as I told you, this is a drag and drop interface. Okay, so I can just so for each activity, again, I have, like, a different add-on activity on this. Okay, so you can see, like, I can just set for success, failure, completion, or skip. For example, if I want to for example, I'm just adding. Okay, so on success, okay, so try to execute this. Okay, so if I just have one more file something, okay, so I can just so on failure, okay, so on failure, okay, set this execute this particular script. Okay, so I can just basically connect like this, right? So this is how basically we can just create a pipelines. Okay, so and for each, okay, you can see, like, we need to give a name. Okay, so and any related information we can just add here, right? So this comes under yeah, so this is for the copy data. Okay, so here, okay, so once I've done with the uh so once I've done with this, okay, so for each activity what I have just written, okay, so even I can just check the code of it. Okay, you can see, like, I can access all within this is the JSON format. Okay, so here again I can check the properties of it. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, so here in the section again, for example, in the notebook, I can check the code right now. Okay, so you can see this is what the code is. Okay, so and once this is done, okay, we need to validate this particular activities, all these activities, and then directly we can just publish here. Okay, so and we can just run using the add triggers. Okay, so this is what different activities under the move and transform. Okay, so under the data and the explorer, again we have a other options. Okay, so we'll discuss like Databricks, we have a notebook, jar. Okay, so under the data like analytics, we have a usql, right? So and importantly, like iteration and conditions. Okay, similar like the ssis, right? So we have filter, for each, okay, if, condition, switch, until, and the task related to machine learning, right? So this is a batch execution. Okay, so this is the update resource. Okay, so this is manage machine learning execute pipeline, right? So this is what everything is pipeline. Just remember, so pipeline is basically is defined as a logical group of activities to perform a certain piece of work. And the data factory can come, as I told you, so it comprises of multiple data pipelines. Okay, where each pipeline is having the multiple activities, right? And these activities inside the pipeline can be structured to run sequentially or parallelly. Okay, so based on the our requirements, as I told you. And the pipeline allow users to manage easily and schedule the activities based on these triggers, okay, which you'll understand in upcoming videos. Now in this video, I just wanted to convey the more information about the pipelines. Okay, how to create a pipeline and how we can just add the activities to it, right? So and for each activity we have a different settings which we can change it, and we can just access the code. And once we run the validate, we can just publish this pipeline and we can just run it using the add triggers. Okay, so this is all about the pipelines. Okay, so I hope you understood. Now let's continue our discussion in the next video.